Can't wait to go back to school. Can't wait to go back to school. Can't wait to go back to school. Get it, come on, hey. Excited for a new school. Hey, welcome back. Just please do the tea, hey. I can't wait. I love this right. Hey. Welcome back. Welcome to Sippin and Spillin and KC. Hey. Can't wait to go back. Can't wait to go back. Hey. Can't wait to go back to school.
Overly.
I'm overly excited. Well, I'm really excited. I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready. I'm spilling a lot of tea on how happy I am that school is starting again. Hey, what y'all sipping on? Whatever, keep that. Y'all can keep that. What y'all sipping on out here?
Water.
Yeah, I'm hydrating today as well.
We got enough sugar high yesterday.
Yes, we did. That lemonade.
That tea.
I just finished
Oh, it was a tea?
this morning.
No, it was lemonade.
That lemonade. It tasted like they just poured syrup in.
Oh my goodness. She's talking about one of the products at the hot dog festival. Yeah, we were outside last night. One
I'm
of
sure.
them.
I'm sure y'all saw us.
They saw us outside.
Outside.
Although somebody changed our name.
To Sippin and outside. Sippin and outside.
Sippin in the streets.
In the street.
Sippin in the streets.
But you all know,
As if y'all ladies look.
You gotta be in the streets to get the content.
that's what
right?
makes us unique.
In the streets.
Since we out here,
Outside.
we are outside. We don't spill the tea. We might sip a little sugary drinks. Well, y'all, just for our audience, so we can spill the tea. What's going on in our city? That is this way. So hey, that makes us unique, and thank you. That's what I'm sure helped us to win this podcast.
Because
But
we was in
people's
the
stories.
streets.
We were out in those streets.
We was in the streets and then we brought the streets inside.
Dropping inside. Exactly.
We want to say thank you to everybody that showed us love.
Yes.
And that continues to show us.
They continue. Did I tell you guys? I think I did that. I was out somewhere at a back to school event, and someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, aren't you all sitting this school?" I'm like, "Yes, I am. Hey, how you doing?" Just so people recognize, you know, I'm already hot. Anyway, I stay hot. So yes, thank you everybody, and please go ahead and like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff on all our socials. Don't forget, do not forget. Thank you. We appreciate you all for your support. So you guys know it's that season. It is that season, man. So we're gonna talk about back to school.
Going back to school.
Going back. Everything
Getting
back
ready
to
for
school.
going back to school.
It's officially that time. Ooh, y'all just don't know. And I'm excited. So, you know, some of the parents might be a little excited. Who here is really happy that it's back to school? Like I said, y'all ain't got them problems no more. I don't have no problems. Why did I leave out?
I just gotta make sure that I know where the bus stops are and what time they come, so I won't be late to work.
Anybody else out there counting down the days if you haven't started yet? The minutes.
That's why I'm going back to school because when I typed it in the description for YouTube, I spelled school wrong.
What?
I spelled it SCHXOOL.
Some dyslexia?
Well, I was typing fast.
Oh, the big fingers couldn't handle the type.
I mean,
It's the nails. I'm full of it today. Y'all think I know. I think I've seen
always.
it. So a lot of these parents out here, y'all go on and say it in the chat or give us a call at 816-237-8033. So if you're out there, you sitting on the bus stop and you
Sucking on a lollipop.
waiting on your baby to get on there. Bye, baby, mommy loves you. I'm so glad you know. that bus turns, you're like, thank you, Lord. Take these kids out of my house. Okay, I know I'm not the only one.
You see, I'm one.
I'm not.
You're the only one on this set.
Yeah. So anyway.
Just you. Oh, that's right. It is just you.
I know that.
Johnny come lately.
I'm so late, but
Yeah.
I'm
Getting that hair done all weekend. Braided and twisted. Thank God I didn't have to this time. My son got somebody to take care of that yesterday. Woo! Oh, I'm so thankful. Because they got a lot of hair.
They do.
And it's real thick. Yeah, so anyway, y'all feel me. Those parents out here that still have children going to school, y'all feel me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, are y'all ready to discuss this? So, when we talk about it, they really don't know. They passed this.
yes.
No, but I see it on the other side.
Oh, okay, you see it on which side?
I see it on when they walk in the door of the schools. Already, nice new kicks, nice new outfit, hair done, tears.
Yeah. She got the littles, so y'all know.
Kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-mm. They do be feeling good about it though. Sometimes they be excited. Sometimes they're nervous and scared.
They're usually nervous. Yeah. It's more nervous and I don't know you. And this is, they go from like maybe more intimate to this big, huge building with these big kids. And I don't know any of these. My mama put me on this bus. I don't know these people on this bus. I don't know where they're taking me. And then I get off this bus and it's like all these people and people yelling, come this way, come this way, come this way. Go that way, go that way. No, man, come here, you go this way. Where you trying to tell me to go? I don't know.
That's why daycare is important instead of leaving them at home with you sitting there watching TV and iPad. So
that's why attending back to school night is very important. Meet the teacher, go back to school night. That is very important. Bring your children to back to school night so that they can see the building that they're going to be in. They can see their teachers that they're going to see on that first day. They can walk the hallways, go into their classroom. All those things are important. So if you didn't do it,
that does make it more difficult.
And instead of it being, some parents may say, oh, well, I can't go, I ain't got time. It's not about you, it's about the child. It's about the child being comfortable when they walk into the school. Yeah.
So during summer school, are they in the class that they supposed to go to the next year, or are they in the class that they?
Well,
they're in the grade level that they're going to next year, but not necessarily the classroom or the teacher, or even the school.
Right, but it does have to be used to those routines, to what school is like, especially those littles, because then they're more comfortable when they go in. Like, I already know how to do this, because they gotta know how to do school, as I say, as well as learning whatever the content is.
Yes, they have to open their own breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
get their breakfast, come to their
all of that,
sit down.
Responsibility.
That's why by now
But I'm quite sure a lot of them, they should be able to comprehend that, because I'm quite sure they're at home doing those things.
Not necessarily.
Not if you, like you just said, looking at an iPad all day.
But it's like, I know quite a few 6 and 7 year olds, 5, and they go to the refrigerator and the cabinet, get what they want, put it in the microwave. So don't come here acting brand new, get your shit, come on.
But then there's a lot
That's
of
what they go.
there's still a lot of parents that do a whole lot for their kids. A whole lot. And you have to think, the breakfast is not necessarily the breakfast that they have at home.
Right.
So they have these little fruit cups. They're hard for you to open.
They are. And the juice spills
everywhere. And then the milk, they don't have the milk cartons at home. They probably have the little
time.
Yeah. They have the cartons.
And then opening that down sport package.
No, that's easy to open. And I teach Yes, it is.
It's easier than the milk carton.
It's so much easier. So this is what I teach them. You grab it
In the middle.
and just pull it apart.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I tell them. I said, if you let them do it every time. Just
If they can operate an iPad, iPhone.
But you gotta teach them.
an iPad is
It's
different.
different, they just give them something, just they know the codes and everything.
Nope.
Seem like it's.
Knowing codes and being able to work your fingers is different, because this is an iPad. This is
It's
an
like
iPad.
game.
Okay.
The muscles are pulling, this putting that tab off that little cup.
Mhm.
Fine, that's fine, work. You gotta get down up in here.
So,
Slip that.
yeah, Alicia, that's a whole lot.
It's a lot.
This is different than actually holding your spoon and, you know, writing
Right.
and opening things. Yeah, that's
This is a sign that
She's been away from this a
Childcare.
long time ago.
not just helping, those who just kindergarten, Head Start may be a good place for you to send your child. And it was free last time I heard.
It's still free, but the orange dude,
It's
there's a
cut.
possibility that Head Start could be getting cut. So let's transition real quick. Head Start could be getting cut. The importance of going out and voting, not just for the national stuff, president stuff, local.
Yes. Local,
It
state.
starts local, city, local, state.
We always have to plug it because it impacts us tremendously, especially now.
And y'all wanna talk about why you gotta buy this, that, and the other for your kids, like glue and scissors and paper and all of that?
There's no funding for us to do that.
Funding is getting cut. So,
There we go. All right.
go to meetings,
Yeah, don't do me.
volunteer.
Go to Jefferson City when the schools say, hey, would you like to go with us and advocate and lobby for education? Go.
All of that.
Find
That's,
out.
if you can take off work, we understand you gotta work.
And if you can't take off,
I mean, y'all going to piss around in Usher in St. Louis.
Let's not do that. Let's not.
Let's
do
do
that.
that.
Money in my pocket.
Let's do
Don't do
that.
that.
You can buy money in your pocket, but it is money in your pocket. It is.
It's about
Because
priority.
you talking about, you gotta buy all this stuff that
For kids.
schools should have already be able to fund it.
Well, when we were growing up, schools didn't provide all that for us either, so.
Right, they did not.
They did have a whole lot for us.
Not all of this stuff.
But there were things that we had to buy.
Come on now.
But, and here's what's funny, the list that you have to buy now is a whole lot shorter than when we were in school.
That's good because the punishment, we know, go. So anyway, let's get back on, let's talk about some parents.
Protractor.
Who remember them protractors?
I do. The protractor.
What was the name of that, big binder?
The tracker keeper.
Trapper Keeper.
I still have one, and it's purple. I have one.
sell the big cheap?
Yes. they
Oh,
did.
my.
That's, and that's.
This girl down here. Wait, I gotta tell y'all a story about Big Chief. So we in court. Don't ask us why we in court, but we was in court. This girl,
What they
she
did.
turns around. It wasn't for us. She turned around. She was supporting someone. This was what it was on a tablet. She said, literally, I turned around. He wasn't old. He was actually had a big hand tablet. Writing.
Good, that's what we just have That's true. They can't do it. No.
Okay, back on track.
So with the parents, let's think about this. So what's the first thing, those parents out there, hit us up in the chat or call us, 816?
237-8033.
What's the first thing you wanna do? So I'm just flipping it. When everybody is finally back in school, when they all out of the house. What's the first thing you
Eat all
wanna
these
do?
snacks.
Eat that snack.
Sleep.
Sleep, okay.
Eat a snack without somebody saying,
Asking for
Mama, can I have some?
it. Right.
Mama, what you got?
Oh my God.
Mama, cereal you want?
The favorite one is probably do nothing. Yeah, that too. Just relax, sit, enjoy
Sitting
yourself.
in that quietness.
Well, I don't know, because when my kids were in school, when they went back to school, I went back to school.
Oh, yeah, well,
So-
you and I have been in education for a while. This summer, I'm ready for it to go back. This summer, I've had my grandchildren all day, every day. And so I feel the pain of those parents that be like, get out of my house. Gosh. So thank you to those teachers out there. Thank you.
We
Are
appreciate
always
all the teachers.
Taking care of our children. Let us know, what was the first thing you wanted to do when your kid went back to school or when they go back to school? Drop it in the chat. Mm-hmm.
You know, when my son was growing up and he started middle school, I have to say, as a parent, I was afraid because he became what they call a key latch kid.
Okay.
You know,
Kids were always
and
mine to the latch key.
That too.
and he we were living in an apartment. So of course I was really nervous because he had to go through one door to get in the building and then another one to get in the apartment. But I mean, all I could do was just pray and pray he'd be okay. And of course, as soon as you get in an apartment, call me. And there were a couple of times he didn't call, so I'm calling him to death. And he probably was somewhere being mischievous because he's telling me all these stories now.
Of course they tell you later, like, you won't tell why they doing it. No.
So it's like, yeah, that's why you didn't answer the phone, you know. And I just think it's funny because we did the same thing with my mom now. Told stories, stuff we did years after years. So he did the same thing.
Yeah. So the summertime, we know that routine changes your life because you have to deal with your children, feeding them all day, keeping them, I'll say, occupied, finding some fun activities for them to do. So at least now you won't have to worry about it, right? So the routine is shifting again.
You still have to worry about it.
Well, you do. It's just not as much, I don't think.
Only if you at home with your kids all day. Like, so if you were someone that went to work, you didn't have to worry about walking. Because you done dropped them off either at summer school or
Some camp or something.
some daycare or somewhere. Unless they were older and they were at home, waiting for you to go to work and eat nothing. While you were coming.
That's another thing too. That's eating up the food, the price of food has gone up. So having children home made a difference in that pocketbook. Who feels me on that? Regine.
Even without kids at home, it's, I look at, because there's a lot of things that I do buy all the time. And just to see how the price just kept going up. And it's only 2 people in my house, and it's like, dang, now I'm spending over $200, you know, on groceries.
I always got something to say. This one here, I already know.
I don't have a back to school issues. My child was at home, and I was at home. So back to school was also, are you on the iPad doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Oh, the iPad. But you still have to
pay
feed.
attention.
I mean, there was a time that he wasn't at home.
You didn't feed my nephew.
For kindergarten to sixth grade. He got dropped off at school, he got picked up from school, that child. A couple of times to go to the bus, it was like, I'm not getting on that bus no more. Hey, you're not getting on the bus, that means I gotta wake up at the crack of dawn to get you on the bus, so we know the bus. I couldn't do it because I don't get up. So I just, we downtown, drop them off.
So it was about the parent. No.
It's always about the parent. So drop them off on my boy, like, what time get this school? Okay, drop them off, and then, you know, I go back home. I'm a remote worker, so I was. And then the other one was at home, so then like it was easy for me because this week 2 was at home. Somebody, they would come, we always at home. It was just like, oh my God. And so probably it just, everybody everybody was at home.
Yeah.
Even
Ever
here.
since,
Really? Even though I think it was also, it was a,
Yeah.
state school.
Okay.
I mean, not the state school.
I think a lot, well, not a lot, but quite a few very shifted, didn't they, to virtual school
Mm-hmm.
and
And
staying.
the virtual, we stayed with it.
I mean, KCPS has a whole building just for virtual.
What do you mean, a building for virtual? So, yeah, please explain, elaborate.
There's a building, there's a school, that the teachers are there for the virtual students.
Oh, that's where they go.
That's where they go.
Okay, to work remotely.
A whole building.
It was the state, so I mean, his teachers were everywhere. They wasn't just Kansas City, it was the state of Missouri. So he had a teacher that was in St. Louis, although he's sitting here in Kansas City.
Wow, I didn't know that, all this time. I thought he was going in person, like the last year or so.
Nowhere.
That's why I said you be saying, also, are you on your game or the iPad that you're supposed to be doing your schoolwork on?
Wow. All right, so, just shifting a little bit, thinking about,
Yeah, he's shifted
the
too.
finances, I told y'all, not to turn to you right now, but the finances, it does become a challenge for families, especially if you have 2, 3, 4 children that you gotta buy school clothes for, shoes, get the hair done, get the supplies for. So that's when knowing about some resources helps, right? So are there any other thoughts around, the financials? I know earlier, Tiffany, you mentioned priorities, but how we can kind of maintain and still have to deal, because this time of month, a lot of money is spent just getting children ready for back to school.
I would say, and this is just me, don't go broke buying your kids like all the latest things for school, especially especially for kindergarten, because they still are on the floor, they are still learning how to do things, and so I don't want you to be upset when you don't send your kid to school and all the new clothes and everything. And they come home and that ain't how you send them to school.
Happens a lot.
They'll spill on the shirt, the
Let me
the
tell you.
ponytails that ain't in,
And his kids.
they're kids.
Back in the day, remember what we used to have, on the landing? Harold Pinners. So every Sean John and Boo Boo and every name brand you have. And I thought, oh, my oldest is gonna go to school, we gonna be
Clean, latest and fresh.
that child came home. Every day, it was holes in them jeans and wasn't none of those patches wasn't.
She didn't go to Sears and bring it back to that
I
Get them
didn't
jeans
see
with the
this
patches.
school with Sean John and Boo Boo, and he come home, I'm like, so that whole one in the knees.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They are on the floor, they're outside, they're playing.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know you want your kids to look good.
And then, as she said, Sears and Kmart became my best friend.
Oh, pictures.
Yeah, because they're kids, and then you have to remember, I don't know if they still do it now, if they still have recess.
Yes,
Yes. This year we get 2 weeks.
And the parents, don't be yelling at your kids because they got a hole in their jeans. They're outside playing, they're not thinking about, oh, well, I better not scuff up my shoes, I better not do this.
And there are kids that will not play because they don't want to.
They got on their all white Air Force
And
Ones,
you
and they
know what?
can't have a crease in them.
Because parents tell them, don't mess up those shoes.
Yeah.
Don't get that outfit dirty. Okay, so let me take down your story.
You bought them
For a kid.
for them to wear.
Okay.
I don't know how you expect them to wear them.
When I get out.
Dirty.
Wait, I got this story. This is how laid back I was about it. So, my daughter, I remember this vividly, because the teacher, I went to pick her up. I didn't let them ride the bus too much when they were little. So I went to pick them up, and the teacher was explaining to me what had happened with their clothes, because she was even trying to be thoughtful, like, trying to keep them from getting them too dirty and stuff like that. So she came out and she said, well, Miss Shakur, I just want to let you know, I was trying to talk to your daughter about not getting so dirty outside and playing whatever. And she told me, well, my mama will wash it. Which was true, because I did not want them to have anxiety about that kind of stuff. I told them from we top, you're going to school clean, but if you get dirty, it's okay, I'll wash it. That's just what I said.
That's a sign that you had a good day.
So when she
Yeah, that's
said that to me, I said, well, yeah, that's true. I do tell them that. It's no big deal. So I did not try to have them worry
And I don't
about
want,
keeping their
I don't
clothes
want
clean.
parents to be like, all concerned and, because you sent them in all of this and they come home. Most of the time they're leather. They will wipe off.
Mhm.
And the little girls that come in the tights, I promise you. They're gonna have a hole in it
By the end of the day.
by the end of the day.
If they're not off.
Listen, and it's gonna start off as a little bitty hole. You know how many times I say, stop pulling it down. So when you see them and the hole is their whole knee,
No.
just no. So don't be yelling at the kids about what you doing with your clothes.
And some young
I
people
had
do.
fun.
Mhm.
That's what they did. They went to school. And they did what they did. Now, if I didn't call you and say, hey, so and so was cutting somebody else's clothes or cutting somebody's hair, they're right.
And please don't go up trying to fight the teachers. Every day I might see you to
Listen, I live in the
school.
hood.
They coming back filthy, dirty. They supposed to be taking care of.
They're not daycare. They're not daycare. They're not daycare workers. They are teachers. They're
And
teachers.
even the teachers that work in daycare, they're there to teach your child life skills.
Yes.
So when they get dirty, they are dirty.
That's why you send extra clothing. That's another thing.
Please
Send extra
send
clothing.
extra change
Pay
of clothes.
attention to the children. They are not supposed to sit in chairs, falling off chairs.
We do pay attention.
Have permanent scars on their eyes. Pay attention.
I think she's reliving a trauma
She is.
situation.
Pay attention
She is.
to
And when
children.
I tell your child to get down off the chair, get
Get
down off the chair.
down. Yeah.
Pay attention.
No, look.
Don't be
I have a
trying to
friend.
be Spider-Man.
Wait. I have a friend. This is not little, but okay. It's funny to me. Might not be funny to y'all. Parents, it might not be funny to you. But our school policy is to keep our hands off of the kids, right? So I have a friend that works in schools as well. And she would say, like, if we talk to kids, it's more like middle schoolers fighting. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to break it up. I'm saying, y'all better stop fighting. Y'all better stop fighting. And I would call the office. She would not touch a kid. I would out. That's just me. I can't help it. I was like,
Now you know why.
she's like, I'm not touching it because they'll blame a
They will-
teacher
That
for.
teacher will get sued.
Yep.
So say
You
you're
grab, how you
I
pull
grab
it.
you and I ask
Get
you
off
to
of here.
scratch
Yeah.
you as I'm grabbing you.
Any of that.
That parent is going to sue
Are
you
you
because you marked up my child.
Yeah.
And they tell you, don't bring up the fight.
Yeah.
Are you
I just thought that was so funny to me. I'm gonna sit there.
I mean, do they just fight?
You
when they
say,
get tired or?
Stop fighting.
That's just what
Stop.
she said. Y'all better stop fighting.
You call the office.
No, that's
You
not
have
gonna
these
work.
badges that you push, emergency. People in the office get it and they come.
That's too funny to me though, because I'm not that person. I still running. Now, if it's some big kids, super big, really big, I'm not. But like middle school, most of them, they don't be.
So by the time the office staff gets there, it looks like a tornado and been in your room.
Yeah. Furniture that moves.
Let me call y'all.
I'm calling the office. Y'all better stop that. I just thought that was too funny.
Sit down.
Yeah. Y'all get out the way. Or move the other kids. Y'all come over here out their way.
I've had kids in my room where they get mad, they start throwing the furniture and everything. I open the door to all my kids.
Wow. Yeah. That's safety protocol.
Now me, I said, now when you get done,
You gonna pick
I'm
all
about to pick all this up.
You gonna pick it up.
You was mad enough to throw it, so be mad enough to put it back. Okay. Put it back. That's not where it goes. Put it back. And then when you get finished, go sit down and talk about
Isn't
it.
it good? We got some teacher perspectives on here for sure for you parents out there. Because a lot of people don't think about this.
They
stuff.
don't. They don't.
Match them.
And if your child is fighting in school and you ask the teacher, well, why you didn't stop it? Because you probably would be that parent that want to sue the school, the teacher, the
Yes.
principal, the district, everything.
So I'm not telling anyone to not have, that's the best thing, keep your hands to yourself. Teach all of your children to do that. But I'm not gonna tell anyone to say don't fight, don't defend yourself. I understand
I mean,
that,
there are
but
times when you have to defend
yeah,
yourself.
I get that.
But don't forget,
It goes both ways.
they fight for a reason.
Yeah,
They said something, you said something back. The teacher said, stop, leave it alone.
Now, if you're just saying something, you calling me a name, I'm calling, okay, get over, get out your feelings. Then you touch me?
Yeah.
You touch me, you spit on me, we got a problem.
I get that.
Now that,
Calling me a name. I'll be making faces at you, interrogating you over here, and making piss you off.
so I think kindergartners all the time saying, Miss Harrison, y'all. What does that mean?
Here's the one
What does it mean?
that I would get. They looking at me. They looking at me.
I'm like,
And don't look at them.
I'm looking at you.
You do not have to look at me.
How you know we looking at you?
I tell them all the time, you cannot tell people where they can and cannot look.
Okay,
They
so
look at you.
what I'm having an issue with is when you said
It's not like it's stressing you.
and
Don't be stressed, kids.
everything around in your room.
Yeah.
To me, that's an issue for a child to even feel comfortable doing that.
See, the kids have ADHD, they have anger management, these are kids.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, I'm not gonna say that, they do, they have, ADHD, they have all the things. Some of them have all the things.
It happens.
Some of them have anger issues and have never been taught how to manage their anger, and so they throw things. Some kids just need some attention, to get your attention, I'm gonna destroy your room.
I'm sorry. At least y'all over here got me at the sideboard. I'm sorry.
I had a nephew that was bigger than the rest of the kindergarten class, and a little boy hit him in the ear, and he said it popped, and he snapped, and he's bigger than all the other kindergartens, so he was going deaf, and
when he got finished, pick it up.
and my brother's special, he went up to the belt.
Your brother's not special.
And the principal told him he couldn't come here with that belt. And he said, that's what the problem is. Y'all let these kids do whatever they want to do. But when he went in the classroom with the belt, all the other kids too straightened up. They straightened up, and the little boy that hit him in the ear, after he got beat down.
That's not funny.
Hey, don't put your hands on nobody. Don't put your hand, you know
Keep your hands,
is
feet, and
already
bodies to
6 foot in
yourself.
kindergarten, and you 3 feet. You sit down.
Listen,
You should know.
I see those kids.
Yeah, he was trying to dance.
I should have. My son was up.
Dude, in his kindergarten, he's 6 foot, like, what the hell?
A miniature Hulk.
Yeah, okay.
He
I
was trying to dance around in class.
even in Head Start, I've had a kid that was bigger than everybody. I'm almost as tall as me, but when you get finished, throwing all that around, pick it up.
That's right. That's true.
Because guess what? Everybody else is about to go outside and go to the gym and play while you picking this up.
That's right. We still have to be there as an adult
Teachers, because I can't do
and
it.
teach them the right things.
I'm
Yeah.
my license and all
That leads me to, of course, with these children, they still have feelings. So as teachers from our end, we, of course, are always in that mind of teaching. But thinking about back to school, there are kids that go back to school with anxiety. They go back scared, as we talked about, for many reasons. We know our environments sometimes aren't safe. Bullying is real, it does happen. People can say, ain't nobody bullying you, just hit him in the nose one time. No, it's more than just that. You got the cyberbullying, you got everything that causes children to have anxiety about going back to school, new friends, new teachers, maybe a new building. So it's a lot that's going on, even with children.
that new Jordan, no, I got on.
That's it. They can make
my shoes.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, don't bully a child because their parents can't afford to buy them new clothes or new shoes or anything like that, because to me, what should be mattering is, can you spell your name? Do you know your address? Do you know how to add and subtract? You know, and I know there are a lot of kids that are in kindergarten, first grade, that don't even know their address. And I know that through, yes.
We ain't worried about the address, they don't know their name for real.
They don't know their mama's real name.
Again,
You know, they're
in some situations, knowing your address is hard because there are times when people move a lot. And then there are times when you have students in your class that are homeless, so they're living either in a shelter or their residence isn't permanent, it's temporary.
I can say this about the address situation. I was living in another part of town. He could was school, they don't care. We were in Grandview. And
We know what's about the
address in the midtown, so I would say, Austin, what's your address? And he'll look at me and I say, where do you live? And he'll look at me like, I don't say that address. 5140 Lister. I just keep that in his head, and he was like, I don't live there.
He did it.
He said, I don't live
That's what happened, get busted.
That's we used to say where we stay, because we were in Grandview. But he was in the Kansas City School District, so I would be in the room. If anybody asks you, because mommy is on the school, we getting up on the Metro bus. You know, taking her to school. So they see me on the bus, like, why is she catching the Metro bus and the school bus? So you pick me up 51st Lister. So I had to keep drilling him. Your address is. Your address
We know that
is. Yes,
I mean,
right. I'm like,
It
your
still
address.
happens.
It does, that's what I said, we know it happens.
Still happens.
So you can't say.
We can't blame the
What's your
kid.
address?
Yeah,
And
you
then they're
can't.
like,
Right.
well, I live with, well.
And you can't even ask them what their phone number is because
Cell phone
everybody has
numbers
cell
change.
phones.
Yeah.
Even they have a cell phone, so they could be giving you their cell phone. And then the number that you give me at the beginning of the year may not be the number that you have in a month or 2 months.
Next day.
So
The next
to
day.
me, it sounds like even as parents, it's important to establish stability.
And again, like I said, sometimes that's hard to establish stability when, you have parents, whatever, that are
On
in
the situation.
temporary places. So, this is where we are meeting them where they are. We don't even go over addresses. Like, that is not something that I teach in the classroom. I don't teach them addresses.
Right.
I teach them their name, their real name.
Not their nickname, not
Their
boo-boo,
nickname.
not boo-boo,
I'm not gonna
And
teach
the reason
them
I
that.
just
not Ray Ray.
the address as well is because we've seen it happen every year where the bus driver drops kids off somewhere they're not even supposed to be.
Well,
That's the bus driver, that's the bus
bus.
company, that's not the school.
I know, but I'm saying if they ask their child, well, what's your
They can't
address?
give them one.
Even in that temporary moment,
yeah, okay.
No,
And
girl,
so
also
with-
can't say he lived in Grandview.
So
You
with
supposed to
that,
love stuff.
with that, it's a whole system of, first of all, one of the things that you do before you enroll your child is that you give them, the bus, that's part of enrollment, is bus. What your child needs to know is their bus stop. And so I do have to say with the new bus that they use Zoom, they actually have digital where, students, swipe the thing and they see the stops.
wait a minute.
That's
So
good.
back up. You need to explain that because that's something new. I haven't heard of that before.
You ain't got no school-age kids.
It's 20 years.
Somebody out there that has.
They need to know, that's right.
Well, they should have went to Marion or
Stop. Go ahead, Dad.
With Zoom, this is just the Kansas City School District, I don't know if other districts are using the same, so we use Zoom, or who is our bus. And they have it's actually a tracking system where parents can pull up and see where the bus is.
See,
What time the bus is gonna be at this stop, if the bus has made it to school. And, I think they still have little things where they can, when they get on the bus, well, their number, the bus driver will ask them what their number is, and they'll put it in to make sure that student got on this bus. That student got on this bus, this student got on this bus, and so, at the end, when they check their buses, to make sure, you know, and then they can also go back and say, because we've had several times where either a kid didn't get on the bus, or, because parents are good for calling at the last minute and saying, hey,
He's
my
not a bus
kid,
driver, he's not a bus, he's the
he's
car.
not bus,
He's
I'm picking
carpool.
them up, or send them to Link, or they're normally Link, put them on the bus. You can't call us at school,
3:30.
school dismisses at 4:05. You calling us at 3:45 to tell us that your kid, first of all, I'm still teaching.
Right.
Half the time, if they're giving me a message from the office to my
It
classroom,
takes a minute.
it takes a minute. And we're doing our dismissal,
You don't have a direct
procedures.
phone in your class?
I do. First of all, I don't always get to answer the phone, because if I'm in the middle of teaching, leave me a message.
But at dismissal, that's why a lot of schools cut off the time that
Yeah,
parents
there's a
can
cutoff
say
time.
when they're gonna change the transportation and when they can come in to pick their child up.
Because if you're calling at 3:45, 3:50, we are
Already
setting
in.
up, getting
Yeah.
dismissal, getting ready.
They're transitioning.
They're
already.
transitioning. There's some kids, you know, we have where Link comes to pick up those kids and they go wherever Link is. Car riders go to a certain space for car riders. The bus, we're
Walkers.
taking you out, and walking, we're taking you out to the bus. If you are calling us at 4 saying, put my kid on the bus, your kid is either going to Link.
They're already
where
at the
they're
destination,
waiting,
yeah.
or parent pickup. So, you know,
That's
just
true.
get in the habit of, and I know things happen, emergencies happen where, you know, but just get in the habit of looking at your day and saying, oh, I need them to be on the bus, and calling before 3, call before 3.
And if there is an emergency happening, just say that up front, please.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I need to change. Start the conversation, hi, this is an emergency, I really need so-and-so, and say whatever the case may be. And we'll try our best. Look, I'm saying,
Yeah, you still say
to get your child changed from transportation,
because you never know
whichever
what's happening in the
dismissal
office.
area,
So the
yes.
person that maybe
There's
can
a lot
run
going
to the
on.
classroom
Right.
may be tied up. And we don't have walkie-talkies in our
Right.
classroom. There are people that
In the
do bus
hallways.
and hallways that have walkie-talkies. So we don't always have, you know, that direct access.
That's
Now, if you are kind enough to have your, no, you don't even have to have your teachers,
This is
cell
a
phone.
group, whatever text
There,
system,
yes, there's a text system that you can
text
send
the
a
teacher.
message to, and say, hey, so-and-so. Yeah.
That's true.
Now,
This-
when I was going to school, they had, I don't know, I see some school districts still using, I just put it real quick. It's My Ride K through 12, which is the school bus tracking app. They had that when he was in school, but you had to put your school gave you their code.
Yeah.
But you can put in exactly what the code is and what bus route.
Yeah, so when you sign up
So,
for, during enrollment, the enrollment process,
The bus,
the bus, they
They
give
come
you
with
all that information.
right.
You get all that information.
And that will really help a lot with the parents' anxiety too, because parents are nervous about making sure their child gets home safely or gets off the bus. That's the worst feeling, to not have your child be where they're supposed to be when you're waiting on the bus stop. And that makes me think about, what do you guys think of some ways? We've talked about tips in regards to like preparing for school, within the school systems and things that happen, but what about for parents helping children that are anxious about school? What are some tips you guys can give for kids that are just nervous or scared to go back to school, period? And just, what can you offer as a tip to help them to have a conversation? Because I think that's where it starts,
Yeah,
allowing a safe space for the kids to be able to come to you and say, I'm really scared, I'm nervous, and it's because such and such, without you saying, boy, you going back to school.
But see, that's a lot of parents don't understand. You don't have to, I shouldn't say this, I'm gonna say it. Just because there's a school building does not mean that your child has to go to that school building. There's a thing, it's a home school, and then there's a virtual school.
That's
Because all states have a virtual school.
That's true.
If you know your child cannot be at home and do the assignments, I don't recommend it. As far as homeschool, it's my understanding, you are the teacher. The virtual school, they're assigned a teacher virtually who they will be working with. So pick what's best for your child. Your child may not be able to go in person.
That will only apply to somebody that's going to be at home.
That's not true. I was not at home. Austin had a
Also,
teacher.
it's also older. We're talking about younger kids that have anxiety.
Some younger kids can stay at home. They at home.
Well, I also feel
The
like
state of Missouri is 10. You
It's
know, like
really
it's
10
10.
now?
Stay
I
at
thought it
home.
was
10. 1, 0. Now 12 if you probably have siblings with you, but if you like at home by yourself, it's 10.
maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Because some kids can be at home with themselves and don't have to be in front of the teacher. They can do their work.
You have to know your child.
That part.
Right, you
Set
have
them
to
up
know your
for success.
child, but I feel like the issue with that as well is when if you're being homeschooled and I don't know, this is just me saying this, it may not be true. When you are homeschooled or if you're learning virtually just throughout the whole thing, you don't learn social skills.
And that's where the parent, if you're homeschooling, puts the child in activities. Now, the state of Missouri did pass where they can be involved in sports still, with the rest of their school is. So you can still have them participate in things, so they.
My niece is one of them. She
So they want to be homeschooled and not
still-
connected to a school, but
They go and do sports at that school.
So usually what happens is like, the homeschool
Crossroads was also
will get
homeschooled.
together, and then those kids usually get together and be on the team, and that team plays against the district,
Okay,
different schools in the district.
okay.
Crossroads was Austin's homeschool.
Mhm.
Everything that they checked on everything, although his teachers sent they had to send the grades, not only to the state, but to the Crossroads to make sure he met the curriculum to graduate. So. that was
So
his homeschool.
him going to school virtual,
Virtual.
he was going virtual, but he was still connected to
Crossroads.
Okay.
And that's the difference with homeschool and virtual. Virtual, you are connected to a school.
Right,
Homeschool, it is, like she said, the parents, so, yeah.
right.
And there are some supports out
And usually
there. for
homeschool,
parents to do that.
it's a community of them.
And my niece
So-
is going to homeschool all her children. They
Yeah.
have never been into never been to a school, period, never.
And some with homeschooling, there's like other parents that may get together and say, on this day, you are homeschooling these kids, and then, they take turns.
And I know she said they go to Science City,
Yeah.
like they might go to different, for science.
Yeah.
They have the Science City, I think
Yes.
where the homeschool kids come in, and that's like their assignment.
Yeah, they can do different activities to learn.
Well, one of the things that I do like, I don't know if it passed or not, but, cause I just happened to see it on one of the city council, dockets, is one of them was asking and introducing that Exchange City be brought back.
I
That'd be
think
nice.
And I think that would be good.
Because there's another-
It's not Exchange City, it's called,
I can't remember the name.
I can't remember the name, because the kids at, Boys and Girls in the summer, they go, and what they have to do is, before they even get to there,
They do the lesson.
there's whole lessons that they have to
Like
do.
we did.
Like we did for Exchange City, so yeah, when they're there, they have a business, they have employees, they have to run the whole town, like Exchange City, but
It's not Biztown, is it Biztown?
I think it is Biztown,
It's something like that.
I think it is Biztown.
So they already still have something in place.
Yes.
Just like that.
It actually brought up, Exchange City was a legendary.
Yeah, we know that.
Educational field trip for fifth graders in the Kansas City area from 1980 to the mid-2010s.
Yeah.
Students spent weeks preparing to run a fully functional simulated mini town. I was the president of the bank. I made a lot of money. That's why I won my money.
No, our bank got robbed.
We got robbed.
I'm not gonna say.
I own the print shop, so I gave
Oh my God, our bank got robbed. And I think our teachers set them up, told them to do that.
It was actually how they run the city.
Cause that's part of some of the things. But anyway, I digress.
We had
So let's think about those tips real quick for the anxiety, even if it's for the parent. I had asked about for the children to help. start those conversations because we want them to feel okay. going
Yeah,
back
I
to
would
school.
say, I mean, knowing that school is gonna start and knowing that if you're a parent and you know, gone through the process of enrolling your student in school, start having those conversations early, beginning of June and July, you know, especially with the kindergarten, someone that's never been into this big building, start having those conversations. You're big boy, you're a big girl, you're going to go to big boy school, big girl school. You're going to have a teacher, you're going to be in a classroom with, you know, and then tell them it's okay to be scared because it's something new. It's okay to be scared. Tell your teacher that you're scared, you know, have a conversation with the teacher, like, you know, they're a little shy or, you know, they're scared to come in or whatever. And usually the teacher's very understanding, like, you know.
You know what they don't have that I love when we grew up? When you had community schooling. We could walk to school together, walk home together, and we would walk home in big groups.
We did.
You know, and I just think that's what's missing is.
It's called the village has changed.
Yeah,
It has changed.
But we have to get back to that some type of way. We have to.
People don't remember the history they
What you say? Oh, the clown!
No, ma'am, not these days.
The
It was a clown. Which is why to this day, when we're together and we go home, we all text, I'm home, I made it home. You know, or we drop someone out.
Last
Yeah. Listen, that's what we pulled off.
Exactly.
And she's so well point. Good thing she didn't stop. Right. It happened.
Thank God,
Yeah.
after I turned the corner, it was gone.
So those are the things, like what we do, text each other, make sure we're safe at home. We gotta teach our children those safety tips.
We do.
If you are walking home, walk with your friends or have your phone, talk to your mom or whoever on the
Start
phone. You
talking
gotta
to your
teach
neighbors.
them.
We need to get back to
Safety
talking to our
tips.
neighbors. Start knowing your neighbors, especially if you know you have kids in your neighborhood. I mean, you might gotta invite them, have sleepovers or everything, but just, you know, make a connection. Hey, what school is your kid going to? Okay, you know, this.
But see, that's the difference now in neighborhoods. Everybody goes to the same school.
This is true.
Austin was the only one, I mean, where I'm at, he's the only one.
But
he's the only
still,
kid.
even right, they go to different schools, and I still knowing the people in your neighborhood. Cause that way you know your kids get out the bus at this time.
Exactly
what time I'm saying
Yeah.
about the bus.
If you get to know your neighbors, like you're saying, I mean, you know, if you don't have nobody else to pick up your child or, anything like that, hey, my son lost his key, he's on his way home, getting off the bus, is it okay if he just sit at your house?
It's not this day and age.
No, I'm saying,
On the porch.
I'm saying, that's why you need to get back to knowing your neighbor. If you trust that person enough to allow your child to go there, you know, if they're willing to watch your child, hey, I can't get off work, is it okay if they come over, sit on your porch, or whatever?
Or have a system, whether it's your aunt, uncle, cousin, your best friend, sister friend, whatever, whoever. Have a system that they can either text or call that person, or you call and text that person, have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. If you're not comfortable with your neighbors, you know, like I say, if everybody's going to different schools and that kind of thing, still have another plan for your child and make sure your child knows the plan.
Because there's too many kids coming up missing. Too many.
I know that's a whole nother topic. So before we go into our Black history and our kind moment, what's your favorite thing about back to school? I know you guys aren't doing it right now. For me, the best part is shopping, because I have to think about, I'm not just shopping for you kids. I'll get something for me too sometimes. A little something new. You get something new, I'll get something new. What's your favorite part? Can you think back?
Now or then?
Either way.
Well, I shop all the time anyway. But I did like was the tax free.
Yeah, tax.
Even though it may not have been a lot, it made some of the difference. So, and I was like you, I'm buying something. Let me understand me up something.
I shop all the time.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been
For
in
me,
school for quite some time.
since I've been in kindergarten, it's the excitement of the new class that you're gonna have. Because a lot of people ask me, what grade I'm teaching, I tell them kindergarten, I say, ooh. Listen, you got sixth graders, ooh.
Yeah.
But kindergarten, this is how I think about kindergarten.
You be fired.
That's what I said, they're coming in, I get to mold and shape their minds. And they have all.
Yeah, I love it.
Crying the whole time. What your mama shit?
Alright, so this one, that's why she is not a teacher. That is exactly why.
Things in my classroom that help, I got a new fish tank. They're not real fish, but you crying.
Let's go.
Watch the fish.
Daddy over here being special, instead of fish.
In the appropriate young lady.
And the other thing that I used to like that Travell hated so much was, the first day of school, you gotta take them pictures.
Oh, the school pictures.
Yes,
I love school pictures.
By his senior year, he's like,
I'm tired of these.
Y'all did the same thing, like he wouldn't even pose, he was like.
I hate the school pictures because they in uniforms. They get to change into street
Oh,
clothes.
they
It's
know.
a damn uniform.
Yeah.
It's a damn uniform.
Yes.
In a sense, I kind of wish it went back to uniforms.
No, that's no.
Oh, wow.
Let me tell you,
Everybody
let me say
in
this.
uniform.
Let me say this, say this right now. Tell your kids when they walk in the building to take the hoods off.
Good tip. Start the day off, take the
hoods off.
regulation.
And speak to your kids, say good morning, have a conversation with your kids before you send them out the door.
That's really good too.
make
I
sure
love
they
that.
get plenty of sleep.
Good tip. Plenty of sleep.
Take off the iPad. Don't even let them have it in the room.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not when it's time for bed, take it out. Any tip you can offer? A tip.
No, because her kids, they don't want like.
I was like to say, I worry about y'all household.
Okay, and there you have
I'm
it.
worried about my household.
No.
Your household comes into my classroom, so I get the
I
residuals.
disagree with the taking the phone and the iPad.
I mean, if that's what that works for your
That's where you have to know your children too.
If that works for, if that works for your household, that works for your household. However, your
Do your
kids.
job and teach them the ABCs.
But I can't do my job if you have
Okay.
always
Yeah,
You
correct.
got 20 kids, and you can't focus on all the kids in the classroom.
But if you
Time out.
are the one that told your kid that you have this in the
So remember,
classroom,
do
you have
what's
that in the
best
classroom,
for
Yeah.
you,
and I'm gonna
and
do
your
what's best for
children.
my
and
classroom.
she's gonna handle the classroom. That's why you're in the classroom.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Do
your
what
mama
you need to
does,
do
your mama don't
as
work in
parents.
this classroom.
Yes. We got some comments. Ooh, did y'all hear
I
that?
know.
We gotta get,
I don't have any comments.
we got one comment here. What? Do we have one?
We got one comment, and it said, teachers are not teaching like they used to because parents are not allowing the teachers, oh shit.
Allowing the teachers to.
Teachers are teaching like they used to because parents are not allowing the teachers to teach. And it said, some teachers are not there to teach, they're there for a paycheck.
We agree. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. We agree.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got heated there at the end. So
Yeah.
if we all take on our own responsibility as parents, as teachers, then I think we will be a village. Cause I'm gonna be the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And on that note, we're gonna have our Black History moment. Thank you, Whitney Houston, for this.
So, our Black history today is Carol Mosley Braun. She was born August 16, 1947 in Chicago, Illinois. She received her undergraduate degree from the University of Illinois in 1969 and her law degree from the University of Chicago Law School in 1972. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. The state of Illinois elected Braun to represent it in the U.S. Senate in 1992, serving one term. She was the first female African American United States Senator and the first African American Senator from the Democratic Party. In 2004, she ran as a candidate for president. In January 2023, she was nominated by President Joe Biden to serve as a member and chair of the board of directors for the United States African Development Foundation. She began her tenure in April 2024. She's still currently serving.
Currently serving. All right, thank you. All right. And what is our kindness moment? I believe. Yeah, you know, I was thinking, I just kept my mic down here.
My own handwriting.
Yeah, she did. I got my practice.
She practiced. All right, so for our acts of kindness, I'm gonna read it for the week. So today is be courteous. Include someone in a conversation who usually don't have much to say. That person is usually kind of sick, girl. They usually is more of an observer in the conversation than, include them in. Learn about me. Write a kind prayer on a mirror or whiteboard for someone in your household. Don't be ready for myself. Love on display. Bring flowers to a friend. Ways to unite. Donate toys to your local church.
Go ahead.
I got a whole bunch of toys for Happy Meals, and I keep all the kids' meals. I have a box of toys that I just keep. You want? Okay.
Fight bravely. Send a donation to a charity. Daily cross.
But for education, all donations.
So with that plug, right?
Go to our website, www.gdfkc.org. You'll see that donate button.
Absolutely. Daily cross. Give away something for free. And the last one, candy word. Say hello to a stranger.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
No. Hey, and on that note, we are signing out. We'll see you all on the flip side.
Yeah, on the flip side.
But we'll have some posts. I think we have some posts that we upload next year. We will not be live, all right?
We will not be live next week and the week after.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We'll be out for 2 weeks.
Woo, we need that break. People out here will have videos. We do not on the right to look for music. Now, I know it's our favorite song. Hey.
Look out for the movie, us over videos and stuff, even though we're not live.
Have a good holiday. Hey, happy first day of school.
School starts tomorrow.
Have a good week.
School starts
Hey,
tomorrow.
Hey.
School starts tomorrow. School starts tomorrow.
Get it.
School starts tomorrow. School starts tomorrow.
Not on the right.
No, on the right.
Music, yes.
We don't want the right.